Okay, your sword is always naturally black. I thought that was a detail that they added because it's very subtle changes that happens to Wander the more Colossus you destroy, where he looks more tethered and just it's not looking too good. In the opening cutscene, his sword looks a distinctive grayish, and then by the end of the game, it's pitch black. And I thought that was something that was slowly happening, but no, actually, I guess it happens after the first Colossus is gone.
Meteor sword?
Meteor sword?
I'm making an Avatar reference. Or they finally got a black sword and it was made out of meteor.
You make a lot of references that you expect us to get, I've noticed, Ron.
No, it's just Ryan, Ted, and Lewis make Avatar references, and I'm completely oblivious. I never watched Avatar.
Well, I love Avatar, but I didn't actually understand what you were talking about there.
Am I missing out?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
All right. Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm so glad we got past guys now. That is one of my triggers, for lack of a better word, when it comes to doing a playthrough of the game. It should get a little bit easier now.
Alright, so would you say Gaius is it for you, or is there any other special mentions?
Ooh, no. Oh, the worst is yet to come, my friends.
Well, we only have 3 F-16s, so...
I won't give away any names, but number 13, I'm looking up here. No, number 10 and 13 are my least favorite Colossus in the entire game.
Cry. It just had to be when you reach the double digits, wasn't it?
You have any special mentions, Ryan? I mean, is there any one particular Colossus, hey Colossi, that drives you up a wall?
Not really. Just as the longer it goes on, the harder it is just to get anything done because they fake so much. So it's mostly just the longer it is, the more annoyed I get.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think it's down there. It should be down there. Down there is like the end game.
There are going to be a few times where going the straightaway pathway is not the way you're supposed to. Sometimes they want you to go around the long way.
Yeah.
So if you're going in a straight line and you realize you're not getting anywhere, you reach a dead end. Pretty safe. It's a pretty safe bet. You need to backtrack and go around the canyon area or the forest.
Yeah, sucks to be you, I guess.
Yeah, I've done it like 3 times. Like I've backtracked to previous areas where I've killed Colossi, and I'm thinking, okay, so maybe there's an area that I missed. No, actually, no, I didn't. I just went the wrong way.
I apologise for these valleys, John and Ryan. They are going to appear very dark on your screen share function right now.
I can still see where you're going. Hey, not for nothing. There's a bit of meta, information here. This is the best frame rate I've ever seen for Skype screen share. It's
Great, you jinxed it. You jinxed it.
No, I didn't jinx anything. It'll be stable by the end of this playthrough, I swear. But no, most of the time it's like a glorious 2 frames per second. This is a pretty solid 15.
Well, at the time these videos go up, it will be during the Nintendo-thon, so that bodes well for that particular marathon, which hopefully will do very well. That silence is it's not encouraging.
I was trying to make a Nintendo-thon joke, but
Jesus Christ, John, don't leave me hanging.
Nothing really sprung to mind immediately. I'll think of something as you're going after the 4th Colossus. This is Phaedra.
Mm-hmm. Just think like Phaedra on a drift and then royally fumble those words in your mouth, and you're on the right track. It's a horsey.
It's a spider horsey with its ribs exposed.
Japan, why you gotta keep making these nightmare creatures?
Hey, this one doesn't shave too.
This one is very much a puzzle boss. I mean, they all are to a certain extent, but this one might give you a bit of trouble. You've got 4 entrances to the catacombs here, but you've got to trick this one into bending down and investigating the tunnels. The easiest way, or the quickest way, I found to do this, is lure him over here. Just keep shouting at him. You can use the bow if you want. You can rouse him in a number of ways, but it's easier to shout than waste your infinite arrows, I guess.
I was just going to say, why aren't you doing New Game Plus where your arrows actually hurt them? Makes things so much faster.
Oh, he's coming.
Speaking of ammunition, you have unlimited arrows for this playthrough. You never run out of anything. Your sword doesn't break. Never ran out of arrows.
Okay, that should be enough. We're going to go into the tunnels now.
There we go. So what you do now, you head inside, and you come out through the rear.
Yeah, hopefully I've done this right. Oh god, these tunnels are dark.
Yeah, I think that you just... It never really gets pitch black, but it kind of can throw you for a loop if you so much as stutter on your way out.
Yeah, we've got to be patient here. Hopefully I have done this right. Aggro, go away, you blow my cover!
You're gonna give away everything! No, wait, you're a horse! Tell him to go over there!
Yeah, go converse with the demon horse over there.
Oh, I think he's getting ready to bend.
He's trying to, like, flush me out of that entrance now, but that's good because he's investigating it.
So what we're waiting now for him to do is to really investigate, deeply investigate it. Yeah, there he goes.
Wow, that was quicker than I expected.
Yeah, it was around the same time for me when, yeah, actually the same hole, too.
Yeah.
So, what you do now is you jump up from there, and it's go time.
You keep rapidly tapping triangle, which is jump for some reason. Don't ask me why, it's a Japanese game.
You also want to make sure you're not holding any... Like, if you want to be jumping straight up, you got to make sure you're not holding anything on the analog stick. Even up. Because Wander doesn't like when you do that.
Oh, as we saw with the jump in the last fight. Okay, much like with the first Colossi, we've got to stab this one a couple of times to get it to bend its head. Oh Jesus, the camera. Okay, we're good.
Now this one only has one weak point, I believe.
It's a classic one, the head.
Yeah. I think it's because they figured the puzzle aspect of this fight, it was enough to count as a, you know, part of the actual fight itself. And granted it is, so I figured they didn't want to make things too hard with, like, multiple vital signs. One's enough.
Look how much damage I've taken off already compared to when we fought Gaius.
Absolutely, yeah, this is a... I actually thought this was a hell of a lot easier than Gaius. Well, that's not much easier, a lot shorter.
He shakes a lot, but the biggest danger here is just falling off the sides of his head.
Yeah. Well, not even that. I mean, his headgear, that crown specifically on his forehead, can catch you. You can hold on to that in case you're not holding on to the tough.
Yeah, that was way faster than Gaius.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to put out these videos with like maybe 1 or 2 Colossi per part. And the first Colossi is like preceded by a lot of plot, deep lore and mythos, so that could stand on its own, I guess.
Well, they really start... It's actually this Colossus. After every 4th Colossus, I've noticed, they bring in a little more story elements to the arc.
Uh-huh.
So, we're going to get a little more than just a typical black stuff goes inside Wander, I collapse, well, a wonderful party last night.
Thy next foe is...
Oh, Jesus. The sun! Don't stare directly into it!
Where do I stab it?
Have a little bit of a saver game here, what can I say? I'm an old school gamer. Must remember to actually press X when it says save completed. I kept waiting before for something that would never come unless I prompted it.
I'll say though, like one of the, especially in my first playthrough, my timer was saying like 8 hours. It felt like I was playing the game for 20.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what does the in-game timer go off of here? I'm guessing cutscenes don't count.
That's a good point, actually. Ryan, let's start with you. How long, and this is based on an Ask.fm question I got earlier today at the time of recording, how long was your initial playthrough of the game?
Probably around 8 hours. I don't really remember my first initial playthrough all that much, considering that was 10 years ago now. But yeah, about 8 hours or so.
Cool. John?
Yeah, it's around the same. 8 hours in game, because I'm pretty sure I spent a lot longer on that, but my timer at the end said 8 hours. So yeah, around there. That seems to be the general consensus for first-time players. What about you?
Well, like I said on Ask, I can't honestly remember, but my average nowadays is like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I saw one of your times for a save slot there was like, was it 2:47?
Roughly around there.
Yeah, it's like 4 times faster than the the
Hooray, we won't be here long then.
Hooray! Well, that's the benefit of doing a live playthrough, I guess. I much prefer post, but whatevs.
No, the benefits of doing live is that you get the commentary and the gameplay footage out of the way at the same time.
There's certain games I've found, like throughout the course of my Let's Play career, to play it up a little bit, that are just more suited to post, and some are more suited to, like, live. And I find, like, David Cage's artistic games, like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Sails, are much... Glad you caught that, thank you. They're much more suited to live, like Shadow of the Colossus, but if you're doing an RPG, much better to do it in post, because you can cut out vast amounts of grinding and whatnot.
Unless your name's H.C. Bailey. I don't know how that guy does it.
Didn't Chugga finish his Xenoblade Chronicles Let's Play recently?
Yes, he did.
Jesus Christ. That man is a beast.
I completely agree. I think RPGs are better in post. You know, you just have I just think it's better to carry on a conversation when you're doing an RPG. I've actually been watching your Final Fantasy 1 playthrough with MBM.
That's MBM's playthrough. I'm just there as like a side dish.
It don't matter. I like the synergy. The commentary is what I'm talking about, not the game. The commentary.
Okay. I honestly don't think I brought much to that playthrough, and since this goes up after that one will have ended, I don't mind kind of shit-talking my performance in that, but thank you, I appreciate it. It's a good job Aggro's well-trained, otherwise we would have gone right off that cliff.
He does have a bit of pathfinding AI. That's the one thing I do legitimately like about the horse. Everything else, again, I just feel it's a little too loose with turning specifically, because if your horse so much as go near a twig or a rock, it stutters. It doesn't know what to do with itself. And again, Ocarina of Time, 7-8 years earlier, did it better. I don't understand why Shadow of the Colossus decided to make it harder than it needed to be. But again, that's a minor thing.
I'll actually swim under here and then climb up a tower. This is a flying Colossi.
I really like this one, actually.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites. I'll tell you I think my absolute favourite, besides Gaius, is the second flying one, not to give anything away.
Ah, the Indiana Jones one, as I like to call it.
This is the first Colossus that... Well, I mean, granted, they're all, like, intimidating just in appearance alone, but then again, that's what I also love about this.
Yeah.
It's, and one of my... as weird as this sounds, one of my favorite things to do in this game is as soon as the Colossus appears and the battle starts, I love using the L1 button to lock onto the Colossus just so I can get the general scope of the battle. It's like, holy shit. It's like, this thing is gargantuan. It's heading right towards me. I just love that. That's that scope I can enjoy.
I don't understand why they allow you to move the camera about. In cutscenes, I hasten to add, I'm not that dumb.
Metal Gear Solid 3 allow you to zoom in on certain things.
It's a very cinematic game, this, without, like, much of the pretentiousness to it.
No, what do you classify as pretentiousness?
Well, trying to tell a deep story that's not really all that deep, you just over, like, blowing the situation, like, talking too much. Much like I'm doing right now, actually. Fuck, I'm a cinematic game.
The deepest of realizations.
Okay, gotta make it to those platforms over there, swim under the water, you go a wee bit faster, as we established earlier.
Alright, this Colossus is known as Avion.
You get it? Because it's a flying type.
It can fly!
It's made of wood.
Go, Pikachu.
No, it's actually made of stone. But...
Well, it's kind of like, they're part organic. They seem kind of, well, I don't want to say machine-like, but it's also like left up to your imagination as to whether they're like properly malevolent. Like, some will actively hunt you, some are pretty docile and are just like chilling in their like valleys or dunes. Well, not dunes, that's one of the more aggressive ones, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's actually an ongoing, like, well, I wouldn't say ongoing debate, but whether or not these are organic creatures or mechanical. I never got mechanical. You know, to me, for something to be mechanical, it needs to have, you know, some sort of machinations around its being. Stone is natural for me. So I'm thinking these are just supernatural creatures.
Sorry, I was waiting for you to finish talking. If I don't make this, tell my fan base, hello. I meant Tom64.
So you consider them more like golems, Johnny.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good description, actually.
Golem would be the best way to put it.
Oh, I was on the wrong platform for that one.
Yeah.
Gotta be in the middle.
I was gonna say, are you trying to grab the wing? I was like, wow, you're a daredevil.
Oh, Jesus, where's he gone?
There you go.
Fly back around, you pussy. I'm not scared of you. Oh, I'm incredibly scared of you. Jesus!
That's a good thing I'm a video game character!
I have an unlimited continues.
Oh, please climb up, Wanda. Please climb up.
Inertia ain't got shit on me!
Well, I really footballed that dramatic opening. I apologise. There we go.
This is your captain speaking. We have now a cruising altitude of about 500 feet.
And dipping immediately afterwards.
Level out, please. Level out.
For your dining pleasure, we have splattered Wander on the wall.
Oh my god, please stop flapping.
I don't want any of that at all.
Yeah, as you can probably tell, the weak points, the first two, he has 3, are on his wings, 1 on each. A couple of, like, fully charged stabs will do him right. Oh look, it's gone already.
I was so heartbroken. The first vital sign that I took care of was, it's on his tail, right?
Uh-huh.
I got rid of that one, and I'm thinking, okay, that was pretty simple, and then it's like, oh, wait a minute, he's only like, only a third of his health is gone. And that, oh my god!
I can't believe I made that!
Stop doing that! You're giving me a heart attack, I'm not even playing the game.
Well, you know what, let's get the tail right now, we'll do the wing one last.
I got this one first, and I'm thinking, okay, that wasn't too bad, and I see its health is only third gone, and I was like, oh god, don't tell me. Then I go closer to the wings, like, oh yeah, they want me to do that.
That should be it, I think.
Yep, just one more wing left.
Oh wait, no, it's not fully gone yet. There we go. Now we're talking. Oh jeez.
If you're given a vital sign of full... Jesus Christ, man!
What's the matter, John? He can't take the action.
Well, when you're if you're giving a vital sign a full stabbing and you realize the health only dwindles a little bit, that usually means that was the killing blow for that vital sign. So you can get a move on to the next one.
God, just like the wind effects, the music, that friggin' soars, much like the boss itself. It's just a complete package as far as like boss fights go.
Yeah, one of the things I absolutely love about this game is just how the music picks up the second you get on the Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when the battle begins, usually the music already changes to whatever that Colossus theme is, but as soon as you get on it, it ramps up, and yeah, I love that sort of thing. I love that sort of dynamic gameplay where the music reflects your current situation.
Single run, baby!
Alright.
I thought I actually fell off back there.
You should have no arbs.
Yeah, I was going to say, got a bit lucky with that one fall, but...
Hey, but you know, that's the kind of shit Let's Plays are made of.
That's why I decided to do this live, man. It wouldn't have been the same if it was in post. Again, don't count for every game, you know, don't work for every type of Let's Play, but for some of those special games, it works great.
You get those genuine reactions.
I'm just gonna go for a swim while I wait for the tentacles to load in and come over to me.
Yeah, I can drown today, why not?
In your own time. Oh! Yeah, I think that Miracle Grab was karma working things out, you know, setting the universe right for me missing that jump before.
Oh, just the Gaius play, the Gaius part anyway. I was like, we're sorry, Tom. Let's give you super grip.
Wow, 4 Colossus or Colossi down already. Shit, when I actually need to use the plural, I can't use it correctly.
I think that was the 5th one, actually.
Fuck, can't even use numbers correctly. Thanks, karma.
I hate you, Gaius! This is your fault!
Okay, let's see what's next on the Colossi agenda. Then I think we're actually going to take like a 10-minute break. We're recording this in like sections and whatnot.
Alright, here. You think he's ever going to get up? I don't know, man. He keeps coming back.
I don't like these shadowy guys just like standing over me while I'm sleeping.
You're bodyguards.
Don't think I'd care for bodyguards that might shiv me when I turn my back.
If you're president of the world, you're going to need that many bodyguards. Unfortunately, also watching you sleep, but...
The ultimate stand. Watch JoJo.
Am I missing out?
Yes, you are! Jesus, you're like a fucking hell dragon.
I don't have the time.
All I know is Dio likes to steamroller things.
I've only played the Dreamcast game.
Dio is the most elusive of the Colossi. Okay, the next one is a very angry type of Colossus. So, I guess once this Pan Down finishes, we shall see you in the next part when we take on Barbus. See you next time.